is none other than Senior Superintendent Kirk Ricketts, who's the boss for this place, my boss, our boss. Mr. Ricketts is a person who has responsibility as it relates to running this division and would have tasked me as a person, territorial officer at CSS, to ensure that I plan this type of symposium. So I'm officially going to kick it off. Senior Superintendent Kirk Ricketts, head of the St. Andrews South Division. SP Damian Mann, this is the officer in charge of operations, who is presently locked away in a meeting at the moment. Is also here. I want to thank the media, Mr. Dudley and Mr. Nugent. As I told you earlier, I have two speakers lined up for you. Miss Kia, Kai Clark, and Miss Donnery Muirhead. I will give a profile of them shortly. Miss Shaw, who is the station manager for the Huntsville Police Station, teachers, students, dean of disciplines from the various high schools. Please put your hands together and help me welcome Mr. Kirk Ricketts, Senior Superintendent of Police, the officer staff of the division, who will just speak to us a little and to bring you greetings. I'm sure he's pleased. I'm sure when he came in and pushed the door earlier, his eyes popped wide open because he was not expecting so many of you. But Mr. Ricketts, over to you, Chief.
Thank you very much, Alex. Let me say a pleasant morning to you all, our deans of disciplines, our guidance counselors, principals. Of course, we have our guest speakers, Ms. Kai Clark and Ms. Donnery Muirhead. I'm also anticipating, hopefully I can listen to the motivational speech. But of course, most importantly, our students who are here this morning, it's really a pleasure for me to have an opportunity to speak to you very briefly, because I know that you want to hear the more exciting speakers, the motivational speakers. But of course, let me also acknowledge the members of the media and my team who actually put this, working with other stakeholders to put this together. I'm really happy that we would have started this is the second day really of Police Week with the youth of our communities. So, you know, students, as you sit here in another meeting with adults, speaking to you, speaking with you, and you wonder how long this will take and whether or not we're going to get lunch and those things. So, let me tell you something. Let me use the opportunity to tell you that I was where you are now, you know, a lot of years ago. But I remember those meetings. I remember the adults speaking to me. And to this day, I remember some of the advice that I would have gotten, I would have received, and they would have helped me to guide me to where I am today. So I see it as a sense of responsibility. It's my responsibility to use this brief moment that I have to do a quick talk to you and to talk to you about some of the issues that, of course, if you're not going through, you will go through, particularly in the kind of areas that we are situated in. I heard the previous speaker speaking about, when you first came and how you felt. I'll tell you that in the next couple of months, it will be 2 years for me in the South. I remember when I was first transferred here, I was actually working in Trelawney. I don't know how many of you guys would have gone to the country and passed through Trelawney. A very peaceful, somewhat peaceful, or much more peaceful than here in Kingston. rural parish, to plant yam and sugar cane and all that stuff there. So where my office was, I was looking at the ocean, I was looking at the Caribbean Sea, nice lush greenery, and then I see the ocean. So when I was sent here to St. Andrews, so as a matter of fact, when the news started to circulate that you're going to St. Andrews, so people started to say, boy, call me and say, what you do? And what you do? Because people thought it was, boy, I must something to do, so I dash them dash away at St. Andrews South. So nobody wants to come to St. Andrews South. Why? Because St. Andrews South is so violent. So many communities at war with each other in terms of, and I heard this, you spoke about the gunshots that some of our students hear on a daily, nightly basis. So, I had my own reservations about, coming, but of course, as a police officer, we take the instructions of the commissioner of police. So I couldn't say no, so I came. But to my surprise, I loved it here. On my arrival, I realized that I'm working with some of the hardest working police officers that I've ever worked with. Even though we continue to be maligned and criticized, let me use some words that everybody with me, to criticize, we are not in subject. But I'm realizing that I'm working with some of the most dedicated, hard-working police officers in this tough space. And then I started to move through the communities, and I'm starting to realize that despite the names of the communities, I used to hear these names in reggae songs and dancehall songs. And I used to hear about Brook Valley, Pinland, and all them stuff there in those kind of songs. And going through these communities and meeting the people in the community, I realized that these are decent, law-abiding people in the community. A majority of the communities have decent, law-abiding people. All of the communities have youngsters who have grown up through these very communities and have become productive members of society. Lawyers, doctors, police officers, teachers, nurses, you can name it, pilots, you can name it, come right out of these communities. And I started, it opened my eyes and I said, boy, this is a place. When I started to talk to the people and when I started to hear and see the hopes and aspirations of some of the mothers, for their kids. And I started to realize that I have, a reason to be here and to help these communities, help these parents to keep their children on the right path. So the problem that you face, little ones, is the impact of crime and violence in the community and that elephant in the room, gangs. Most of the communities that you are from, that you live in, or even some of the schools, where the schools are situated, have a lot of gangs in those communities. Alright? What I found out is that most of these gangs are being staffed by youngsters. Now you understand what I mean, staffed? The young boys and girls are now becoming youngsters, are doing work for the gangs. Because it's easy to influence the youngsters to do these things. Suppose I tell you that I know I don't want to carry it down, but we do have the motivational speakers to bring it back up in case I bring it way down. But suppose I tell you that St. Andrews South, our space, and when I'm speaking about St. Andrews South, I'm talking about the police space now, have the most gangs in Jamaica. We have over 70 gangs across the communities in this space. Nowhere else in Jamaica are so many gangs. And of that 70 gangs, we have over 40 of them very, very active as we speak, meaning that they're shooting people, robbing people, do all kind of stuff right across the space. And most of these gangs, as I said before, are made up by youngsters who know one another, who grew up together, went to school together. Some of them right now 13, 14, 15. Young people are here, and young people in the gangs Some of them drop out of school. Some of them can't read and can't write. But they're firing rifles that bigger than them. And their life on earth is normally very short. So we have a high rate of fatalities in this space. Murders, youngsters being shot and killed by their cronies. So what I want to do is to tell you youngsters that if you look around at the adults in the room, it's not different for us, you know, because we are born and we are grown. Gangs were there too. Understand me? I grew up the road there, a place called Ricketts Road, a place called Common. Got gangs up there that time, that gangs up there now. Understand me? But I didn't lose my way up there. A lot of the youngsters who I grew up with up here, they're not alive now. But guess what? Education got me out. Alright? So I know it's hard and I know the temptation you have, youngster. What's your name? I didn't get that. Third. Okay. And you play your games, your video games and something. Okay. So I know the temptations you have and the distractions you have. Sometimes your schoolwork might get might get on the back burner. But I'm telling you that it is extremely important that you grab on to education as you climb out of where you found yourself. Like most of the adults within the room. Alright? Education is very, very important. People used to tell me. Alright? People used to tell me. Young ladies, especially young ladies, I always want to talk especially to the young ladies. You need to have your education because you need to be independent. You don't want to later on be dependent on anybody to pay your mortgage, your rent, or your car loan. Everybody expects to own their own car or something. And so you already say what kind of car you want or something. So alright. So you don't want to be dependent on anybody to pay your car loan. You must have education so you have a good job. So that you can pay your own car, and drive where you want to go. So I'm saying to you that the key aspect is education. And so my talk today was supposed to be very brief. I don't want to take away from your motivational speakers. I just wanted to tell you that we're happy for you to be here. Why? Because the problem that we're facing for crime and security, the problem we're facing to secure your various communities is to fight against the gangs. The gangs are staffed by the youngsters, as young as you who are in the room. We want you to realize that don't make anybody derail you from where you hope to make it in life. All of you have dreams. All of you have some big dreams. Who don't want to turn astronauts? Want to turn doctors? No, anybody here want to turn astronaut? And they've never pronounced it well. But I tell you something. So the sky is the limit. Don't think that anything is above you. Alright? Beyond you. So I'm saying grab your education at this stage. And I'm really appreciative of the team that went out and to put this together. Thank you for turning out. Thank you to the teachers, the principals, the guidance counselors who brought you guys here. And I really hope that you enjoy the rest of the proceedings. As Mr. Martin is stepping in. I tell the motivational speakers, when we hold the mic, sometimes we go half deep. So Mr. Martin is another one. So you might have to join in uniform service. But so guys, I know as you're here, the spot is a bit short. So thank you for being here. And please remember the discussion we are having and the others to come. Thank you all, guys.
Thank you very much, Senior Superintendent Ricketts.